Welcome back. I'm here with Football League editor Pascal Lemaire to talk about Saturday's championship match between Blackburn and Ipswich. Start with the visitors, Pascal. Keep on sliding down the table.
Yeah, it's just 5 points from 5 league games now for Ipswich, and there's been some really poor performances in there as well. Last time out they host Bristol City, who with the draw, it was a 2-2 draw. They now drop to the bottom of the table. So for Ipswich, who are usually, especially last season, really good at home, for them not to be able to beat Bristol City at home, very, very disappointing. It did come after when they went to Manchester United in the League Cup in midweek, that big third round League Cup tie, and it's not like they were tired. Mick McCarthy made 11, changed the whole team for that Manchester United game. So it just shows how serious, he takes the league a lot more seriously. He said in the build up to it, look, this is just it's not that important a tie against Manchester United. What we're really concerned about is playing Bristol City on Saturday. So he sort of build up, the Bristol City as the most important game of the week, and to not beat them at home, it was a disappointing result. A bit of a nothing first half really, and then almost, I think it was in the first minute of the second half, Luke Chambers, the captain, puts them ahead, and you think a captain's goal like that might really spur them on to a convincing second half win, but it didn't go that way, and Bristol City hit back. It was a very, very fortunate equaliser. Freeman dribbled past Douglas, and then it took a horrible deflection. It trickled over the line, one of those where the goalkeeper, all his weight was on that side, and it just trickled past him. He couldn't do anything about it, and then Bristol City go in front not long after that. Dodgy defending again from Ipswich. Their defence has been really, really poor this season. I think only a couple of the bottom sides have let in more goals than them this season, so they're letting in too many goals. Berra slipped on the ball again. He allowed Codger to go through, and 2-1 to Bristol City, and it looked like they might sneak a win there until I think it was the 85th minute when Ryan Fraser, who's probably been their best player this season, he came up with the equaliser. So for them not to be able to beat Bristol City there, they need to put it right here, because Blackburn, they're another side down in the bottom half, and then after this I think they face Huddersfield in their next game, so it's something they need to put right soon, because they're now dropped to 8th in the table. They've fallen behind the top two, because at the start of the season them and Brighton were setting the early pace, but since they lost that game to Brighton at the end of August, it's just not been good enough really.
Yeah, Blackburn, they salvaged a late draw that they'll be pretty happy with last weekend, but it's still just the one win all season for them.
Yeah, they went to Hull City, who I think had won all but one of their games at home in the league this season, drawn the other. So for Blackburn to go there and get a point was impressive, because like I said, they've been struggling this season. They're 18th at the moment, and it was Jordan Rhodes again on the score sheet. He's really banging form at the moment, because in August he was injured for a little bit, and then that didn't help his form in August, and if anything, the fact he was injured probably meant that clubs weren't bidding for him too much, and Blackburn managed to keep him. But he's now got 5 goals in 4 games, and the thing is, if he keeps up this scoring form, if he stays fit, clubs will come again in January. They're bound to, and hopefully they'll be able to keep him. And I mentioned that Ipswich, their defence has been poor, whereas say, they're scoring goals as well, Ipswich, but so are Blackburn at the moment. Like I said, Jordan Rhodes, he's scoring goals, but the thing with Blackburn, they're actually defending quite well. They've had 9 league games this season, now only conceded 10 goals, so they're not winning enough games, but they're drawing a lot, and they're all been low scorers. All they need to do now is just keep a couple more clean sheets, and if Rhodes keeps scoring the goals, they should start climbing the table soon enough, because even though they haven't been able to sign too many players because of the embargo, there's still a decent quality side there. If they've got Rhodes scoring, just a couple more clean sheets, they should be able to climb the table.
Which way do you see this one going?
I'm going to have to pick a draw here, I think. Ipswich, most people say a month ago would have picked Ipswich to win this game, but the way the two teams are going at the moment, I can't really see Ipswich getting a win here. They're not usually very good away from home, so I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Sportsmore going for a 1-1 draw.